There we go, guys. If you guys want to join the Discord, guys, like I said, we talk about pop culture stuff. You guys can share your artwork. We do communitize every so often, and there's a lot of other stuff too as well that you guys can share. And then we also talk about fun stuff too. Like what's going on right now with Drake and Kendrick and stuff. So all fun. We're not trying to get too political or anything like here. In my stream and my community, guys, we're talking about good vibes, entertainment, mostly purposes. All right. All right, guys, so let's begin this video. I guess Hell Drivers 2 did something wrong. I don't know exactly what happened. Everyone's talking about how they loved Hell Drivers 2 or like it was a better game. And I guess now everyone's saying, screw Hell Drivers 2. I don't know why.
You're only as good as your biggest mistake. That's a lesson
Right.
we've seen time and time again in the online space. And if you think about different situations you've read or heard about, you'd realize it's probably true. Like with the Watcher YouTube channel a couple of weeks ago, the guys who wanted to paywall all their content, more people probably know about them for that fuck up than for the YouTube content they were making for years. It's no different for like YouTuber apologies. Usually you hear about that more than the actual YouTube videos they were making. And also for companies, the same situation holds true. It's also no different for me. I made a mogul mail a week ago, and it was my most disliked mogul mail yet. Now, you don't have to go watch it. I'll recap it for you. Feel free to if you want. I'm not going to take it down.
But what was it?
Basically, I made a video about a Twitch screw-up. They had a payment service that unsubscribed thousands of viewers from streamers, I should say, that they like to watch. And I came in from the perspective of a streamer with friends who were impacted by this, other streamers. And I thought, well, this sucks. They're going to lose out on thousands of dollars. It seems really unfair. And then people in the comments pushed back and they said, well, Ludwig, they're losing thousands of dollars, but the viewers who are paying those thousands of dollars are getting them back. And if they truly cared, they would resubscribe. They are not owed that money, and although maybe it sucks for those streamers, ultimately the viewers
May I get in subscribers, guys?
is not a problem. And I think
I have never paid for Hell Drivers 2. Yeah, so I don't know what exactly what's going on yet. He's not talking about it yet. The one thing I heard is something with an account. With your Hell Drivers 2 account, it's something like it's messed up with that.
I think that ultimately is right. I'm coming from the POV, again, of a streamer, of a guy who's friends with the streamers who are affected. And these streamers who are affected aren't millionaires, but ultimately it is not necessarily like they are owed the subscription. And they will have to fight for it back. It'd be better if it never happened at all. And I understand I am alone in that I subscribe to a fuck ton of people that I don't necessarily watch all the time. I just like supporting them, and I have that extra cash to do it. So I get it. That was a fuck up. And I think it's so much more impressive how people respond to fuck ups than necessarily like not fucking up at all. Because that's kind of a hard ask to do. People fuck up. It happens. And we have a situation today where an amazing company who made an amazing game had a fuck up. And they're about as big as their biggest fuck up. Lol, goodbye, Helldivers, types Iron Mouse. And they, if you haven't seen today, got review bomb to hell. 36,000 negative reviews added for Helldivers 2 today. 10% of all reviews since release. Now,
what the hell happened?
Well, it's because of a change they made to their terms of service in a way. Basically, if you are someone who's played Helldivers 2, you now need to link your PlayStation account, even if you are not playing on PlayStation, even if you're playing on Steam, on PC, like I do. Now, if you don't know the game Helldivers 2, it's a fucking godlike game. There's no other way to put it. It's like one of the...
Yeah, I heard it was a really good game. Yeah, I'm not like... So, wait, hold up. So, if you buy the Steam version now, you have to make a PlayStation account? Like, you have to make one? I can see why people are mad. I could actually see why people are mad about this. Nobody wants to do that. That is weird.
The best games that has come out in the past year, at least as far as like PvE games. There's no PvP aspect to it, but the PvE it's amazing. The only game I can think of off top that's as good PvE is like Left 4 Dead. It truly is like a rewarding experience. You can play with like a group of 4. I play with my friends. I've put like about 10 hours into the game, and I have a blast. I am dog shit at it, but I have a blast spreading democracy. And in the year of games that we've had where there's so many fucking good video games, this one, to me, shines at the top of that list. However, people are not happy with this new account linking update. People like Pirate Software, who said not happening. I'm removing access from Steam players, unless they have a PSN account and link it months after the release is absurd. Review changed to negative, and I have filed for a refund. And Pirate Software, we don't know, has probably put about 300 hours into this game, so he's not saying this lightly. Now, to the defense of Helldivers 2, this was on their Steam page since their launch 3 months ago. This is actually my screenshot.
3 months ago, that was already there. Reminds me of the time when they have like the VR headsets and you have to link it to the beta website to your Facebook. Oh, right. I remember that. Yeah, I do remember that. Do you still have to do that? Requires third-party account. PlayStation Network supports linking to Steam account.
Right here. Requires third-party account. PlayStation Network supports linking to Steam account. That was on the page since the release. However, they did not enforce it. Basically like jaywalking. They said you kind of got to do it, but they never got anybody in trouble for not doing it. You could just play it with only a Steam account.
So it wasn't mandatory.
If you go to the FAQ on PlayStation...
It was like, it supports your PlayStation and your Steam account. You can connect it together. No, it's now an option. Oh, okay, that's good. So with this case, like, I guess they're saying like, so before it was mandatory, it was like you could have your progression with your PlayStation and your PC. Is that what you're saying? It kind of reminds me of oh yeah, we could actually move this now. Sorry guys, I can move the reaction video now over here. So what it reminds me of is like Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. In Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, I have my PC version and I have my mobile version, right? But it's the same account, same progression. So if I play it a lot on here on my mobile, like playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And stuff, the progression I have on my mobile is still like as soon as I open my PC version, it's updated. It's like, you know, progression continues. So is that what it was for Helldivers 2? Or but now they're saying no, you now need a PlayStation account. Is that what it is now? Like now it's mandatory, not optional.
Its own website, they would say signing into PSN is optional when playing a PlayStation game on PC. They have since changed this FAQ when they made this update today, and that's why people are not happy. Here's another page where it says, do I need a PSN account to play PlayStation games on PC? No, you do not currently. Now, they have changed this policy, and they're now saying you got to do it with certain games, including Helldivers 2, which has millions and millions of players. And many people might think like this community manager for Helldivers 2. It's not like this is the first or even the 14th mainstream game to require a third-party account that takes a couple of minutes to create. But if it's a deal breaker, it's to take 120 seconds out of your day to enter in an email and password, then forget about it. Change your Steam review and make your displeasure known on a platform where it matters. Okay, that's what they say. Maybe a little bit snippy. But people are bringing up really valid arguments in reply. For example, Sony is not the best company when it comes to keeping your data safe. They get breached. Oh, look, your security came out on YouTube right now. Sony confirms data breach impacting thousands in the U.S. So I can see why people wouldn't want willingly to give their information to Sony, especially when they could play the game for months without having had to have done
more
that
subscribers
in the past. Like, why do you have to do it now? I don't want to give you my data. But it gets even worse. Because if you Google how many countries are actually available for PSN, the answer is 69. Nice. But there are a lot more countries.
Oh wow, I'm getting a lot of subs on YouTube right now.
These are the past countries where you can make a PlayStation account. Missing from this list is basically every single country in Africa, with the exception of South Africa, the Baltic nations, all right, or Lithuania's, or Latvia's.
All right.
Some of the Scandinavian countries.
If they're making this mandatory, that means it's region locked now. I can see now why people hate it. Oh my god. Wow. Because you need a PSN account. That means it's gonna be region locked. Oh, I didn't think about that.
There's a lot of users who play this game who cannot make a PlayStation account, thus cannot play the game legally. Now, you might think, well, how about you just make up an account? But if you look at PlayStation's own rules, they say, well, hey, you have to make an account in the country that you reside in.
Damn.
And if you don't, we may request identifying documents to prove that you were in that country. And if we suspect that you are not following our terms of service, we might remove or compromise your account. We might ban it altogether. You might lose access to be able to play the game that you paid for altogether. So basically, the only way for
messed
a lot of
up.
the user
That
base to play
is
the
messed
game
up.
is if
It
they
is false
break the rules
advertisement for
that
sure.
Sony laid out, which is a little bit fucking dumb to me. To have to risk a ban, and they don't enforce that currently, but they also didn't enforce the you have to link a PlayStation account either. Do we really want to risk having to break another rule that Sony might enforce later on? I mean, certain countries like the UK are already implementing verification through ID or facial scan. Now, this is based off UK rules, but what if that country is one that doesn't allow you to make a PlayStation account? There could be some problems here. And this ultimately comes from Sony, who is the publisher in this situation, not the developers of the game. And this is the CEO, Pilestead, part of Arrowhead, the CEO of the company, actually, who said, ouch, right in the review score. Well, I guess it's warranted. Sorry, everyone, for how this all transpired. I hope we'll make it up and regain the trust by providing a great game experience. I just want to make great games. And I feel for this guy.
Maybe it wasn't his decision.
The dev. And I say just the dev. They're an
Yeah, maybe because like it's not his decision at the end of the day. It's the publisher, and Sony just effed them up. Like they literally effed them. Just like how they lock games for only PS5. Yeah, not letting the game to be able to play on PC. Really, bro, it's not you. It's them. They already do this in Microsoft size Xbox games on Steam. So I don't understand the outrage. Yeah, well, I think the outrage where it comes from is pretty much it was optional before. But now it's becoming mandatory, and that is big false advertisement, right? So they already said, oh, you could connect your PS5, your PlayStation account with like on Steam for health drivers and all this kind of stuff. It's optional, it's not mandatory, but now it looks like it's mandatory. Yeah, it looks like even do this. But if I think this would not have been a big deal if they made this like, hey guys, you guys will need, it's mandatory to have a PlayStation account. Now that would have been different. It was from the beginning. But since it was not from the beginning, that's when they screwed up. That is where people, yeah, I can see the outrage of this.
Amazing dev studio. They made an amazing game, but the publisher is making the calls here. And Sony, the publisher, doesn't give a fuck. They're forcing the hand of their developer to, I don't know, make millions of users link their PlayStation network for what? I don't even know why. I honestly don't even know why. Now, the CEO did reply, as far as the concern of people who literally cannot make a PlayStation Network account because Sony does not recognize them on PSN. They said, we're working to discuss a solution for that. But dude, you don't even need to turn on crossplay when you play. This is a screenshot I took from my ship, Song of Family Values. I do believe in strong family values when I spread democracy. You don't need crossplay. You can play it on Steam without playing with PlayStation users, so why the fuck do I need to sign into PlayStation? The answer can only be because Sony sees some value in getting the data of the millions of PC gamers who are not currently linking their PSNs. I don't know what they're trying to do with that data. Maybe get more information for future games or for marketing purposes. I don't know.
Well, I mean, they are trying. PlayStation is going more into PC gaming. That's why the PlayStation PC. So they do have a division for PC. So they're trying to figure out what they could do with that data for that aspect, I guess, because they are doing more PC games or making more games for PC. Like first console, then PC, right? Like for example, Rebirth came out on PS5, and it's gonna come out on PC later on, right? So it's like, I guess that's why they're doing it. I don't know exactly, but I it's so weird. It's like it's not. You don't have to mandatory do it. I don't understand like this whole like mandatory stuff. It was optional before. Just leave it that way. Your game was doing really, really good, and now you're pretty much already like they're not gonna lose all the players. Let's be honest. You're not gonna lose all the players, but it's gonna hurt. It is gonna hurt. I'm glad you did not get it now. I mean, yeah, it is what it is. I mean, like I'm not a big gamer, man. Like I don't play these type of games, but I feel for people like this when you're like mandatory to do something. Like, damn, that sucks. Because I'm pretty sure people have the same energy if it was like, oh hey, like I'm playing Yu-Gi-Oh. Oh hey, by the way, you mandatory have to connect your Yu-Gi-Oh account or your PC account. If you don't do that, you cannot play the game or something. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure people will be pissed. Like, what? That doesn't make sense. I don't want to do that. I don't even use my mobile for games like that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand. Like, this whole mandatory thing is so bad, man. I don't know what the hell
Man, a
they're
bunch of people
thinking.
want my fucking data all the time. I can't go on a website without being asked to give you my damn cookies. I don't want to give you my damn cookies, but they ask me every fucking time. But it seems ultimately selfish, and it doesn't seem like it is a value add-on for the players. And this is another lesson in life. If you offer something and then retract it later on, people are just going to get pissed the fuck off. They just are. And it makes a whole lot of sense if you could do something for free without having to give up your data, and then all of a sudden 3 months later, hundreds of hours into the game later, you now have to do it. Although it could be easy for some people, especially if you're in the States. You could just link it quickly.
Not everybody.
That's why we're fucking American, baby. We don't want to have to do it. We didn't have to do it before. And it's our God-given right to complain about that thing happening. Now, we'll see how it shakes down. But I do hope that Sony, due to some public pressure, makes the right call. And I'm curious to see how they'll act. Again, we said at the start of this video, you're about as good as your biggest mistake. I would like to change that.
Okay.
You're about as good as how you respond to your biggest mistake. And I hope they respond well by holding true to how they enforce things in the first place.
Bro, what is going on with these gaming companies doing the most stupidest mistakes ever? Like, Escape from Tarkov did one of the most stupidest things ever, where their game and their tier system is so bad, right? And now this with Helldivers, bro, what is, and people were praising Helldivers, by the way, and now it's getting shit on, bro. What is going on with these gaming companies? I'm happy with the Steam games. I got like 164, and not like I don't have choices. There you go. It's like, yeah, like I'm very limited on the games I have, but like when I play my game, I play my games, and like I don't want to feel like I have mandatory have to do something in order to play the game, right? Especially an account. Like, oh, I need a Microsoft account to play this. Oh, come on, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I need a PlayStation account, and that's just like me, just inconvenience wise. But let's even think of, like, even further. I can't even play it because it's not even allowed where I play. It's blocked. It's locked. How can I play this game now? You guys locked it. You guys effed me. You know what I mean? The game called Far Cry was open in Steam and Epic Games, but not Epic. Most of it, and you can't get the achievements unless you play it through Epic Games. Wow, I hate when they do that, man. Yeah, I mean, it's already gonna get to that point already, right? You know how like people had like exclusive consoles? It's gonna be like more exclusive like platforms. Like exclusive like oh, this game is only exclusive on Epic, this game is only exclusive on Steam, right? And look at this. I found out I have more games right now, but I have like different launchers now for them. Like I just realized. So I have Amazon games, right? Which I don't think is gonna be a thing still. I have like I got like a bunch. I got all these games for free on Twitch, right? Like a bunch of like the old school games, right? Which I'm gonna use them for my content for YouTube, right? For my Art Combat. Like I have a bunch of them, right? I have Star Wars Force Unleashed 2 of all things. I have Monkey Island. I don't know why, but I have it. Zombie. I have like the King of Fighters stuff. I have Fatal Fury. Like I have so many games on here, right? I got it for free. But then they also got another one on Twitch. What I just found out about this one. It's called GOG Galaxy. And now I have this now, and I got a couple games on this one. Because it was for free. I was like, might as well just own them. And I only got 2 of them. It's Tomb Raider and Star Wars 3. Right? And then you obviously you have Epic Games as well. Like, bro, like I'm telling you, some of these games are gonna be more locked than ever. Like exclusive games more than ever, right? And I got these for free. I didn't buy any single one of these. So I'm not complaining or anything like that, but I'm just saying like now it's gonna get to a point where they're gonna be locking these certain games within like the certain launcher, aka Steam, Epic, GOG, Amazon Games. I'm pretty sure EA, whatever you want to call it. It's gonna like people, like companies are gonna try like, since it's like kind of like streaming services now, right? You know how like streaming services have exclusive titles and movies and TV shows. That's exactly what's gonna happen with gaming now, right? Within like these streaming like PC, because PC is like literally like the only type of gaming that mostly a lot of companies are going for. Because I don't think Xbox is gonna continue with their console stuff, and I don't think PlayStation is gonna continue with their console stuff either. Even though it's successful, but I think they're gonna be done with it soon. And then Nintendo is another question, but you get the idea. And yeah, it's just gonna suck more and more, especially for people that can't even play it. It's like privating is gonna like private a lot of these games is gonna be like the only option, sadly. And it sucks is now they're gonna lose money, and it is what it is. They did it to themselves, and then that's what people will have to do in order to play the game. It sucks. You cannot use the PS VR headset on your PC, only on the console as well. It's like, yeah, oh, that's so dumb. Yeah, that is very dumb to make your VR headset only for PlayStation. This, especially for how much it costs. Come on now. Sony forces company to kill the game. It's much more better to a better title. Sony saying it security as well, considering how many times they have gotten hacked. Right, that's true. Sad to see how quickly the beloved game reputation can be easily flipped upside down, bro. Exactly, man. Everybody was like loving Helldivers. People love Helldivers, man, too. Like they loved it. Sound like 100% Sony on this, which I believe. I don't think this is like this is on the devs. This is Sony being garbage company, along with the Steam reviews. The Discord and Reddit are both on fire right now. It's unfortunate, really, because this wasn't an Arrowhead or Helldivers team decision. It was the Sony decision. Yeah, pretty much. Selling account data to advertisers. This is most likely the reason too. A big jump to PSN accounts looks good on shareholders. In the future, they acquire PSN Plus or all PSN accounts. Thus getting players to access the PC to pay anyway. Yeah, obviously, yeah. Wouldn't surprise me if the booster is replacing users. Yeah, I think that's what they want too. They want the numbers to go up too as well. Yeah. Oh man, it sucks what happened to that company, man. It really does. Damn. Wait, what? My video wasn't recording this whole time? Oh, whatever. I guess I have to download the stream. It is what it is. It wasn't recorded. I hit the record button, but it wasn't recording. What just happened? 2 seconds. Yeah, it wasn't even recording. What the hell? All right, it's fine. I'll just download the stream later. In the end, did this state they will move to the PSN link through, so they give the pre-warning. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, if that's how it was in the beginning of the game, it would have been a big deal, right? Because like they hey, by the guys, you got the PlayStation play this game, but that wasn't it. It wasn't advertised like that, so I don't know. That is strange, you know.